How y'all doing out there? Hope you all are well and healthy. But I want to show you something that is a major distraction in everybody's life, and you are being programmed by it. It is the lovely, how can I put it? That. To tell lies to your vision. Your television. It tells lies to your vision. But if you notice throughout the years and the centuries, the television has changed. And we are no longer using the analog. We're down on the digital. And with this digital type of screen here, when you turn your TV off, it really ain't off because you still got the red light on underneath. Let's see if you can see the red light. Right there. See that red light? And if you actually have cable in your home, your cable box, remote, or whatever it is, it will, let's see how, it will produce these lights. This is Google Fiber. I unplug my Wi-Fi. I don't even really use it in the house because I don't like all these frequencies. And when you turn it off, it doesn't go off. You still have lights on. I could come in my living room late at night and it is lit up in here like a damn Christmas tree. And I thought I done turned everything off. But it's not. And I'm going to tell you something else about these flat screen TVs. I was in here one day and I know it sounded like something took a picture. And I went all the way to this television here because it came from this television. It was like, and that's when I was like, because I'm in here by myself. I was just like, what is that? I know some people that are truly programmed by these TVs. I mean, I've met some people, they never even cut the television off. Never. Not when they're sleeping, not even when they leave their house. They leave that TV on until it eventually dies and burns out for itself. But to me, I'm thinking of it as, so you're being programmed all day, every day, through the night, throughout the day, and what have you, because these televisions, they have frequencies that come out of them. Sometimes the things you watch on these TV screens, it will distort your views. It'll cause you to feel a certain way. If you watch the news all the time, pretty much you'll be down and depressed because ain't nothing good on there. I noticed on YouTube, I don't even know how it came about, but my algorithm now is somewhat set towards racism and unlawful cops and white supremacy and all of that. And I didn't ask to see all of that shit. So I found myself watching it, and sometimes you get to go down that rabbit hole. And I did. And after when I turned it off, it was like, I didn't want to feel like that. So I just like, fuck the TV altogether. I don't care about none of these TVs, because we got so many gidgets and gadgets now. I'm on the tablet. We got cell phones everywhere out the wazoo, shit to carry with you, all these tracking devices and stuff. So I'm just letting you know that sometimes give your brain a programming break. Literally. Cut it off. I'm about to sell it. Hey, if you know somebody want a TV, let me know. But for me, I can see how this is like a major distraction. Not just for me too. I know I said for me, but for everybody. And if you notice, when they switched out the old analog television and they put these flat screens in with the frequencies and everything, you notice these TVs is everywhere. When we had the analog television, you didn't see them everywhere. These flat screens is everywhere you go. There's a flat screen somewhere. And you know what they also showing everywhere, whether it's in the restaurant, the stores, anywhere you go in any establishment, and they have this flat screen television here, they got the news on. So that means you just spreading all that toxic energy, low vibrating frequencies from the news everywhere. So now these TVs, their frequency goes out, and it's like a web, a technology web. And that's why they say we're in the matrix. Now, I'm going to see if I can find it because I went to look for it before. But I know I read this book, Behold a Pale Horse, for any of you that may have heard about it. And one of the alien implants that he mentioned was that, where they created a flat screen for you to sit in front of all day. Because, as soon as you turn it on, you ain't going nowhere. And I tell people, don't cut that TV on. Because as soon as you turn it on, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to be entranced in what's on that screen right there for you. So I usually just don't. And it may be hard because when you get used to not having your television on, you are deprogramming yourself. I remember when I was growing up, the television was the analog television, but it would cut off at about not midnight, but maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. That was it. There was no more TV, and it will say your I think your generalized program or your daily programming, weekly programming, which it was daily, is over. So TV would get cut off by 2 a.m. in the morning, and then that was it. And growing up, we played outside a lot. So it wasn't like we really watched TV like that back in those days. Now they got all these, technology things that cause you to be lazy and stagnant. You're not going nowhere. You ain't moving. You ain't doing nothing like that. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. If you can, get rid of the screen that always tells lies to your vision, because it's not good for you. Oh, another thing I found out too, and I tested myself to see. This television, all the TVs, and your cell phone, gadgets, and these tablets, they raise your blood pressure. I know. I was sitting down one day in my bed, just constantly playing some game, and they burn your eyes out. Your eyes will be dried a lot. They burn your eyes out. And I knew my blood pressure was normal. And all of a sudden, it just hit me. Boom. It got dizzy. And I was just like, oh my God, I felt nauseous. Like, what is that? I pushed that goddamn game down. And I waited for a little bit and I checked my blood pressure. That shit shot my blood pressure up about 20 notches. The same with the laptops. For those that work from home, I work from home. So I noticed that when it's time for us to go into a meeting and we use Teams, some places use Zoom. We use Teams. And as soon as I click OK or click that button to go live into the meeting, the frequency that comes out of that, it fucks me up. I mean, literally, as soon as it comes, it's like, boom, I'm dizzy. I go for my tourmaline crystals. Yeah, keep something right here. My tourmaline crystals. Anything black crystals, black obsidian, onyx, tourmaline, anything black. It absorbs the NFF frequencies and stuff like that. So I would sit those in front of my laptop and stuff like that and try to make it through the meeting. Sometimes I try to shift the laptop a little bit away from me so it's not hitting me direct. And then where I'm sitting at with my laptop, right next to it is where my router is for the Wi-Fi. So I am in deep frequency and I don't like it. So I just wanted to drop a little jewel for y'all. And just know, these televisions, let me come right back here to the programmer. These televisions, they weren't switched out for no reason. They were switched out because now we're in the new century. The analog was in the previous century. We're in the new century. We're in the new world order century. So now they're like, we got to kick up the programming a notch. We got to send more frequencies out. And the way we're able to do it is with these. And these can go everywhere. They can go up in the walls, ceilings, wherever you want. It's just frequencies everywhere. Please, people, be careful. Get you some black crystal. Watch your back. Try not to get too involved, too brainwashed, too programmed. Your life is at stake. and it depends on it.